What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy, back again with another NBA video, man. I'm about to go through all my teams that I feel are winners and the couple teams that I just feel like lost the NBA draft with everything they did, trades included. But before I do that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. We about to go crazy this off season. But let me pick the first team. My first team was the Charlotte Hornets. They're winners, bro. They got their guy. They got trade assets for Jalen Duran. They got the main guy they needed. They needed Mark Williams. You didn't have to trade the whole house for Rudy Gobert. You didn't have to go do anything else. You got your solid big man. I think in the next coming years, he probably will be one of the best shot blocking bigs or rim protected bigs in the league. If Mo Bamba can be one of those guys, I think Mark Williams can be one of those guys. You with LaMelo Ball, you got high flyers. I'm not high flyers, but you got a highlight reel like Miles Bridges, and then LaMelo Ball is a highlight film of his passes in the pick and roll. This is gonna look beautiful with Mark Williams if you can just do like Rudy Gobert things, contest shots. When you get the ball down low, can you just go dunk it? That's all Mark Williams has to do. That is a winner right there. And they didn't have to do anything else crazy. They won that draft. The next team I have is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're winners. They're winners. They got my boy Ochai Agbaji. He is what we all thought Isaac Okoro was going to be. Hit threes, play defense, give us that energy. But all Isaac does is play defense. He don't hit shots. My thing with Isaac, I said it a year ago. You can go find the videos all last year. If Isaac Okoro averages 12 plus points a game, that means he's hitting threes. He's cutting to the basket. He's running in transition. He's playing defense. And if he does those things, the Cavs, it's the sky's the limit for the Cavs. But this year he just did not do that. He did not show the shooting abilities. He didn't show all those intangibles. So we got to go get Agbaji. That's your replacement. Now you can come off the bench and just be a defender that might possibly hit 1-3 if that happens. But Agbaji is your replacement. That's cool. You got, I don't know who Khalifa is, but Isaiah Mobley, you got the brother of the top pick from last year. That's good. His brother's not even a bad player either. He's a solid. He low-key solid. I like him. That's a great pickup. Then you got Luke Travers. He works out with J Law basketball, NBA trainer. I've seen a lot of not highlights, but workout videos. He's pretty decent. I like him too. They're winners. My next team is Dallas. They got Wendell Moore. The Dallas Mavericks need those type of guys like Wendell Moore. That's a perfect. He fits that mold for the Dallas Mavericks. And then they traded for my boy Jaden Hardy. Now they got somebody that can create their own shots off the bench. That is a perfect. That's a perfect pickup for what they need right now. Because if the New York Knicks take what's his name, if they take Brunson away in a signing trade, you're most likely gonna get picks. You're most likely gonna get Cam Reddish. Him and Cam Reddish can develop off the bench coming into the rotation. But Wendell Moore might be. I wouldn't say he would be a starter, but I can see Wendell Moore being a starting. He could possibly start with Tim Hart. They got Tim Hardaway, Dorian Finney-Smith. If they really want to go small, I can see Wendell Moore in that small rotation. Next team we got as winners is my Denver Nuggets. It's my Denver Nuggets. It's my Denver Nuggets. We got Christian Braun. This guy, I've been saying it all the past 2 months. I even was watching the NBA Combine with my pops, and I'm like, Pops, this is the guy the Nuggets need. I didn't watch no YouTube videos of somebody suggesting Braun. I knew Braun because in high school, him and Ochai, they wasn't on the same team, but they was in the same state, and they was hooping, and they was in the class of 2018 just like me, and they was climbing up the radar. This is the type of guy we need. He's not, I wouldn't say he's Grayson Allen, but he's in that type of mode. He can put the ball on the floor, two dribbling, get to the spot, knock it down. He has the potential to be a good defender. That is a great pickup because we don't need Will Barton. Will Barton is 35. We trying to get him out of here. We got Bones Highland. We don't need Monte Morris. We got Jamal Murray and Bones. We don't need him anymore. Christian Braun was a great pickup. Then we got Peyton Watson from an OKC trade that we made a couple days ago with Jermichael Green. We got Peyton Watson. He can be a really good defender. And if he can just catch and shoot and play defense with this, like this environment just, it breeds those type of players like the Mavericks. If you can 3 and D, you're gonna thrive here, especially with Jokic and MPJ and Jamal Murray. You're gonna thrive in a Nugget system if you can just do those things. This is why I got them as winners. The Detroit Pistons are winners off the fact that they didn't have to make any moves to get Jaden Ivey. He fell in their lap because he obviously said that he didn't want to go to the Kings. So that's a great pickup for 5th pick. And then you got Jalen Duran. You got Jalen Duran, another big. Let's say in case you don't get Ayton, you got Duran. He's the youngest in the draft, but he got an NBA body, the physicals. When I see the Dwight Howard comparisons, I be like, man, Dwight Howard, that's a crazy comparison. But if you're the youngest player in the draft, I can see a Dwight Howard, the Lakers Dwight Howard, but that's a great comparison if you're 17, 18 years old coming into the league. Can he possibly be Dwight Howard? Probably not. But if you can be half as good as that, that's great. I don't see a problem with being half as great as Dwight. Like, that's not a problem to me. So therefore they're winners. The next team is the Houston Rockets. They got everybody they needed. They got Jabari Smith Jr. They needed a power forward. They just sent Christian Wood out of here. They sent them with the goodbyes, said deuces, waved them away. Got a younger player that can take his spot. Let Şengün start at the center. This is a good pickup. Tari Eason, a great defender. That's a great pickup. They need some defense in their life. Then they got my boy Ty Washington. He could be one of those off the bench scorers because you obviously got KPJ and Jalen Green. Let's say KPJ don't work out, man. Let's let Ty come in and run the point. That's cool too. Or you need off the bench scoring, Jalen Green and KPJ struggling. Ty, Josh, get in the game. That's the type of things I like to see from the Houston Rockets. And the next team is the Pacers. They won this. For them picks to be like this, they won this draft. They didn't win the whole draft, but they won in my eyes. Like, they're winners. Every team won that I said won, but these is winners too. Benedict Mathurin, he's baby Depot. He's baby Victor Oladipo. I love that pick. Then you got another guard that can come off the bench, Andrew Nembhard. That's a beautiful pickup. That's a beautiful pickup for a playmaker and facilitator like Tyrese Halliburton. You can plug Andrew Nembhard in, and he can play, make, facilitate. Love it. Hugo Besson, bruh. I watched him in the combine, hit shots, play, make. I loved it. I thought this is a W. They winners. The next team I feel like won, the Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans won this draft. Dyson Daniels is literally Chicago Bull light version of Lonzo Ball. Because he obviously Lonzo, he used to create his own shot. He carried that UCLA team. You've seen his versatility. Dyson, on the other hand, he has the playmaking, the transition ability like Lonzo, and he can hit open shots. But I like him not off the dribble, but he can catch, rip through, go to the basket, attack with anybody. That's something Lonzo can't do because Lonzo, his measurements, I don't think Lonzo got really long arms. He can't really finish above. Like, he can finish at the rim, but not really efficiently. And I can see Dyson Daniels do really good in that aspect that Lonzo struggles at. EJ Liddell is a do-it-all power forward. He's 6'7". He's a do-it-all power forward. He can score. He can get in the post, bully just like Zion. He's not as athletic as Zion, but he's one of those do-it-all. I'll rebound, I'll hustle, I do all that. That is a great pickup for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the next team, OKC Thunder. You don't need to explain why they won. They got Chet. That's who they was gonna get the whole time. They didn't trade. They got Jalen Williams, and they got Ousmane Dieng. Ousmane could be a project. Jalen Williams is one of those guys. When I watched him, I was like, he's 6'6". The boy, he looked like he's 6'9". The way his arms are so long, the capabilities of him, he could probably create his own shot, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pull up, long arms, can play defense. I like that pickup. I know a lot of people was like, what the heck? Jalen Williams was a good pickup to me because you really don't need him to do anything else for the Thunder. So that's a really good pickup. Jalen Williams, another I wouldn't say elite big, but he's one of those bigs that give energy, hustle. He's one of those talking guys, like, let's go, energy type guys. I like Jalen Williams. That's another good pickup. They win. They're winners in this draft too. I like them. The next team is the Orlando Magic. They got Paolo and they got Caleb Houston. Paolo is undoubtedly the best player in this draft, the most polished, the most NBA ready player in this draft. It's nothing else to say. Caleb Houston is one of those guys that if you need somebody to come off the bench and help produce and affect the game, he can possibly do that. I like that with the thought of coming off the bench with him and Markelle Fultz. Man, that's beautiful. Then, last but not least, we got the Washington Wizards. Y'all know I'm a Washington Wizards fan now because my boy Porzingis is there. So I love the Wizards. Now I got to go get me some Wizards merch. But we got Johnny Davis. This is a beautiful pick because Johnny Davis was the heart and soul, the number one option of that Wisconsin team. He carried him on his back, but now he doesn't have to be that guy. He can be the third option because obviously they got Bill, Porzingis, Kuzma, and I expect Bill to re-sign with the Wizards because you're going to miss out on all that money? I know he's not. Him and Joe Wall, I know they're not missing out on this money. So I expect Bill to come back. I don't have a problem with Bill playing the point or bringing Johnny Davis off the bench. Like, he could be the sixth man and we can start Denny or something. But you got Kuzma. I really love Kuzma. I think Kuzma is a really good pick for the, not a pick, but a good option for the Wizards. And I don't want to see him go because he brings a lot of different things to the Wizards, and I like that. So I got the Wizards being winners because they had this really one pick, and they hit it. They got a good guy. Like, they got a good guy. But now we got to go to the losers, and this is gonna be real quick and real explanatory. The losers in this draft, the Knicks, they traded their number 11 pick for future picks that might not be picks because teams might not be, because they're protected, so it might not even, like, the Nuggets, I think they might get the Nuggets pick, but they might not get the Pistons pick because they got to be the top 18 team in the league. The Pistons might be the worst team in the league next year. They might be on the same level as the Rockets. So that pick was meaningless. What he did was meaningless. If they don't get Jalen Brunson, it's meaningless. It's meaningless. That's pure. That doesn't matter. If they don't get Jalen Brunson, it doesn't matter. They lost. The next team that I feel like are losers are the Sixers. They're the Sixers. The Sixers. I would have rather drafted a polished player or a old player that played 4 years in the league. I mean, in the college, because you got DeAnthony Melton. DeAnthony's not a bad player, but you need playoff performers. You need playoff players, dudes that step up in the playoffs. I understand the PJ Tucker one. Y'all are going to overpay. That's cool, but PJ Tucker brings something to a team that every team needs. He's a playoff pusher. He's the one that helps elevate the team. He go hustle. He don't need the stats. He gonna hustle. He He gonna do the things that don't go on a stat sheet. But my thing is with De'Anthony Milton, he's 6'2". Yeah, he athletic at 6'2", but what does that matter when you're going against Tatum? He like, is De'Anthony Milton better than Gary Payton? No. Is he more athletic than Gary Payton? No, that motherfucker does post spin drop step dunks. I haven't seen De'Anthony Milton do that. Yeah, he's a good, he rebounds, he does all that for his height. But when we compare him to guys like Gary Payton and what he was doing to the Celtics, he's not even on that level. So you traded a pick. I know you got off Danny Green, but you traded you traded a pick for, you traded a pick in Danny Green's money for $9 million of De'Anthony Milton, because that contract last year is up for $8 million. I see a lot of Sixers fans saying he's $8 million. No, he's $9.3 million. This is 2022, 2023. He's making $9+ million this year. So how do you win? He goes from averaging 10 points in the regular season to 5 points this year. Like, he was unplayable against the Timberwolves. Like, how are you winners for that? How are you winners for that? That just doesn't make sense to me. You're not a winner for that. That's why I have them as losers, and that's all I gotta say. We gotta see what rest of the picks they do for, not picks, but pickups the Sixers get. Because if this is the only pickup they got, I feel bad for Sixers fans. But YouTube, I'm out of here. Let me know how you felt about all my winners and my 2 losers of this draft. If you have anything different or you got other teams, I see a lot of people say the Kings. I'm not one of those guys that think the Kings are losers. I think they're winners, but it is what it is. But let me know if you feel any differently. Like I said, I'm out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. And I'm going to catch you on the flip.